All right, folks, Democrats, truly the stupid party. That's the subject of the riff. Senator Chuck Schumer, Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, they may call it common sense solutions, but I would call their list of 40 demands for amnesty-like attacks on ICE nothing less than abolishing ICE altogether. And returning to Joe Biden's catastrophic open borders is their not-so-hidden agenda. If you go through their list, you can see that they're siding once again with the far left wing of the Democratic Party that, yes, wants to abolish ICE, defund ICE, whatever, damage ICE. They can't defund it because it's already funded from the One Big Beautiful Bill with roughly $75 billion. But then again, the Democrats would love to undo the One Big Beautiful Bill, wouldn't they? And slap a $5 trillion tax hike on American families and businesses along with defunding and abolishing ICE. Well, they're not going to get any of it. And if they want to shut the government down again, they're still not going to get any of it. Republicans in Congress and President Trump are not going to allow it, not the tax hikes, not ending ICE, not opening the borders. Here's Senate Majority Leader John Thune putting his foot down to stop all of this Democratic nonsense. Take a listen.
Democrats have to be willing to actually reach an agreement. If they're coming to the table demanding a blank check or refusing to consider any measures but their own, they're likely to end up with nothing, which is fine if Democrats just want a political issue.
All right. In fact, actually, Senator Lindsey Graham has a much better idea. He wants to not just defund sanctuary cities, but abolish sanctuary cities, because sanctuary cities have become the root cause of violence and shootings. Even in blue cities, police have said they are more than happy to cooperate with ICE and release criminal illegals to ICE agents inside the prison. That keeps the illegals off the streets and removes the need for large-scale ICE sweeps. But this is way too sensible for Democrats who want to defend sanctuary cities and attack ICE and go back to some cockamamie amnesty that will wind up returning to the disastrous policies of open borders. Some of these Democratic ideas, in case you haven't read them, no masks for ICE officers, and they should wear ID tags. Of course, this just leads to exactly what the anti-ICE protesters want. It also endangers the ICE agents and their families, and if nothing else, helps to dox them. The Democrats also want to bar ICE arrests without a judge's warrant, which, of course, just slows down the whole process of removing dangerous criminals. And in so many cases, left-wing prosecutors will go judge shopping in order to stop ICE from doing its job by finding left-wing judges. Then Democrats say ICE should not be allowed to arrest migrants in certain sensitive locations, quote unquote, which just expands sanctuary cities. And on top of that, the Schumer demands would attach all kinds of race and ethnicity criteria for rounding up criminals, and then even give local police jurisdiction over the federal ICE agents, which the local police don't want. But this is a wondrous idea, since the federal ICE agents and federal laws supersede local laws. Really, sanctuary cities don't legally exist outside of the blue states and localities because they violate federal laws. The Democrats' 40-plus demands are bundled into 10 bullet points, virtually prevents any kind of a deal to fund the remaining unfunded parts of DHS, like FEMA or TSA or the Secret Service. You know, for once, it is surely the Democrats who are truly the stupid party, and they are going to lose this battle big time because the country won't tolerate open borders or rampant crime from illegals. And that is the riff. All right.